what we've been up to. I was going to sit on that one. I was trying to like try stuff on.
Oh, yeah.
But this is your life cast?
Like I recognize that sternum.
Yeah. And then the first sculpture was, what can we do to like totally bury your nose in it?
Right.
So that we can't see you. And it gets really big, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And this was done based on the Tarman design.
Yeah.
The original one. And then the idea was, well, if we took a human skull and we sort of figured your head fitting inside that, what we end up with. So Brian 3D printed a skull over your head. And your nose obviously is still of issue.
Yeah.
So the idea then was, from here, let's shrink it down as tight as we can to human size, since you can't be this giant thing attacking people whose heads are this big.
Yeah.
Figure out how tight we can shrink this to your head and slide it forward.
Right.
So that we could get everything like proportionate, bury your nose as much as possible, and then get it so that your neck still looks long or not making you look like garbage. Yeah. The goal will be to ground this in reality. But this is this was the character shrunk down to fit over you, and the eyes proportionately are bigger than that. And because he's melty, they did the eyeballs like all melty too, which doesn't really work. But this buries
my face and everything.
Your face really well.
Oh yeah.
And what we'd really have to do is use like the back of your head and contour this to cover you. But I feel like we can make something that fits really tight, that gives it proportions, and doesn't get like too insanely big. So we printed this hollow so we could fit it over your life cast. And then what we wanted to do is actually, if you're cool with it, tape it on your head.
Yeah, absolutely.
It means you can't see.
That's fine.
But that's part of what we're figuring out is, you know, how this is all going to work.
Awesome, yeah, absolutely.
And then this is a real skull just for proportions of what teeth, the plane that teeth would normally be on. Because these are all like sort of flared out, and I think all that stuff has to be tightened up a little bit, made a little more realistic in order to be scary.
Yes.
Because we're going to skew scary instead of, comic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, and it's that's kind of the challenge, you know, and then also make it so that you can see, which is important.
Although I've done both.
I feel okay?
Yeah, those are perfect.
Don't say that. He said it was perfect. We'll just leave it. It's kind of dusty. All right. Now we're going to add the back to that.
Okay.
And then we'll just kind of tape the jaw on as well. See how this goes down over his ear more than anything. Good. Is that okay?
Yep.
How's your vision?
It's consistent.
That's great.
Good answer.
That's a great way to phrase that. If you let go, Alex, I would.
All right, I'm going to take your jaw on next.
Okay.
You're done. Am I pushing okay?
Yeah, I don't barely feel it. You're good.
Okay. Okay. All right, so if you want to stand up, however you'd like to pose as...
Do you want neutral or do you want like actually?
I'd say neutral first.
Okay.
And let's see if front and profile and back, and then we'll do some posing.
Cool.
I'll be right back.
And then we'll do some voguing. Yes, queen.
Okay, cool. Let's do 3/4.
It seems a good head size.
Come back this way just a little bit, Alex. That's great.
Yeah.
And then profile.
Yeah, I was telling you, that's gonna be more,
And then back.
at least like 2 more inches of like height.
Yeah. And then back 3/4. Go back to, there you go, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Great. And then profile.
And he's an awesome actor.
And then 3/4. Awesome.
It's weird because he's big. Like, when he comes out, he's-
You're doing great, sweetie.
Right? Okay. Like lean forward just to see what your neck does. Yeah. Great. And then I'm just gonna move around you. And then look forward again. Yeah, perfect. Cool. Thanks, Alex. That's great. Actually, can you do one where you reach forward just to see how long your arm is in comparison to your head? And then do that in profile as well? Yeah, perfect.
So cool.
Cool, and then corner. Great. 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 Great.
It's like he's done before.
Great.
Mm.
Alright, so we're gonna move the chair back behind you first. Separate the front and the back. We're gonna take the back off first. Got that?
Great. And you're free.
Voila!